What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so basically everything's pretty much the same outside of the fact that we have a rabbitry colony set up. Pretty excited about that, but we'll get to that in just a second. Pipit growing up great. We moved over, instead of zip ties, we're using actual leg tags. So pretty excited about that. I have different sizes and stuff. Of course, we have our babies in here. I think we're going to be pulling a white, like an albino genetic. Pretty excited to see how that works. We'll find out. Maybe, maybe not. Of course, y'all remember this. I did add a little bit of a box for the pipit. This is what we call the babies to go hang out. And I have a dog bowl down there in case they need some food. The nesting boxes. We also did add fans. I don't remember I've shown you guys that. Basically, we just have them zip tied up against the structure. And when it gets hot, we plug this bad boy in and help circulate some air. We were actually able to come in and add quite a bit of mulch. As you can see, it's the leaves are beginning to fall from the cold. So, that's always great. We did actually add some red fishing worms into this tub here, so this is now officially a worm farm. We'll see how that goes in a few months once they've had time to establish and lay eggs. They tend to lay eggs about every 6 months or so, so they'll need some time for that. Now, this is the man of the hour. This is our rabbitry. Let's go ahead and get this closed up. Again, mostly recycled stuff, not 100%. I did have to go and buy these posts. They were left over from a project I had putting shade cloths in the garden. And I got some of this wire reused. I do need to come back and trim it up, kind of clean it up. But it's in, Got the pallets free. We already had all this stuff, kind of little hideaways. Got some of these for alfalfa here. We also have a watering dish. This is actually our feeder, so we took the standard chicken feeder, busted that bad boy out, and boom, it keeps it full. And this is just to kind of help debris and leaves, water, and stuff stay out. They're not really eating it too much. We do have some wire going around, and we did originally, so we got these guys on Sunday, close to New Year's, and I think it was like January 1st or something. They're called Tamuk. Tamuk is more along the lines of the place they were bred. They're bred for Texas weather. They're a mixture. There goes Blanco. They're a mixture. They're like a mutt rabbit. So they're a mixture of all the meat rabbits, but they're bred for the purpose of handling high heat scenarios. So they're going to have longer ears, thinner skin, thinner coats. But they're a great homestead rabbit. Now, Tamuk is a Texas A&M something or another. It was a doctor at Texas A&M somewhere, I believe, that made these rabbits. We got a pretty good deal. We did have to drive quite a way. You can see Blanco there. That's our female. And then we have our male, which is Two-Face. Over here, he's hiding. These are our burrows. So we just took bricks. We're going to be slowly adding in dirt. But these are just some Christmas trees that I had gotten for free. It's our male Two-Face. You see half of his face is gray and the other half is white. Yeah, so we just basically all it is like I said, just Christmas trees. You see, we just laid the buckets down plus some of the trimmings because I did shave some of the trees to kind of put them around the edges. Christmas trees are generally along the line of a fir tree, so theoretically they should be safe for these little rabbits to gnaw on. I also have a little hideout here. I actually want to add another one. I really like this because the rabbits really like it. And it's just 3 Christmas trees that were going to get thrown out. Again, we got them for free. And we just zip tied the tops and made a sturdy structure. And that's really all it is. We do have a fan if we do have to separate for the hutch, but I think we used the hutch for a whopping 2-3 days, and now we're in a colony. As of right now, you know, knock on wood, we haven't had any dig outs or any complications. The fleas did start to get in here, so I went ahead and you can see they've been playing in it. I added some dichotomous earth. We'll go back and add some sand and wood ash later for them to dig around, play in. You know, it's a dust bath just like the rabbits have right over there. Same mix. It's just that's how they keep, you know, get rid of all their ticks and fleas and maintenance their own fur. And we're all about the ease. This is approximately a 240 square foot area. We should comfortably house a minimum of 24. I'm thinking anywhere from 24 to 30 rabbits, all depending on you know, what age the babies are. What we'll be doing is we'll actually, once these guys breed, they're only about 2 months old. At 12 weeks of age, which is 3 months, they will begin to be they will be at breeding age. They'll begin to breed. Gestation is about 30 days, and after the gestation period, they will start to have a litter. Now, the first litter or two they'll probably kill by accident as they're learning to be parents. But we're estimating you can get anywhere from 8 to 14 kits, which are the babies, per a doe. So after we get one good round in, we would like to take our largest, fastest growing female from that and move her to a breeding pair. Now, for tagging reasons, since this is a colony setup and we're trying to go a little bit more of a lazy route, so to speak, what we did is on their ears, we'll see if you can see it. Oh, goodness, I can't see it either. Well, we had used a marker on their ears. It's a tagging marker, and I think it's on the one ear she doesn't want to show us. Let's see if we can. Ooh. Oh goodness, yeah, she's not going to show us, but maybe I can get a picture of it later. But basically, it's like a glorified marker. You're supposed to let it dry and reapply. We tried it. I'm gonna see how long it lasts, just to make sure we like it. And then if it doesn't last, we may have to go to tags. But we didn't want to do tags because, oh, there she goes. Because I'm trying to see if she still got the tag. I read that essentially they're really bad at ripping the ears and stuff, and we really just want to give our rabbits the best life possible. Come on, Blanco. Let's see the inside of your ear, babies. I'm not seeing a marker. They must have rubbed them off already. Come here, babies. Come here. Oh, not today. Yeah, they get pretty playful. They run around towards midday, you know, like not really heat of the day, not really middle of the night, just dawn and dusk seems to be their favorite. You know, just letting them eat as they want. They can chew as they want. They've been pretty happy. I'm really happy. It's been very easy. They're honestly less maintenance than our chickens as of the moment. And of course, as always, you know, we'll give you all some updates and stuff on that. But I did want to jump over here before I let you guys, we end the video and let y'all go. Our aquaculture, it's been ups and downs. So those of you that know, we actually had already started the aquaculture prior to wanting to add fish. And as you can see, I did something of a bypass because our sand and gravel filter we learned it did not cut it. Essentially, our water pump was pushing so fast it would take almost 3 of these sand and gravel filters to keep up with it. Now that is good because that does mean if we ever do expand, this water pump can handle it. The downfall is well, our PVC and stuff just could not handle the improved need of flow. So what we did is we essentially I had a short piece, so I popped a little short piece on to where it just kind of pulls in here and then transfers to the water pump, which is our biofiltration. And even then, our biofiltration should be more than enough to push this as needed. I was able to start filling out what's left of this water or this air pump here. We did add some catfish. They've been hanging out in this netting. See if we can find one. I don't see one. Yeah, they're pretty camera shy. They're not very friendly, so to speak. But we have guppies in here, and we have catfish in here. I know I have 5 at least in terms of catfish, but we will see how they go. And the other thing we learned, what I mentioned is, I mean, I guess it was more common sense, is that's actually a piece of shade cloth zip tied on the bottom. So we had to shorten this for, like, again, the purpose of flow. It was just backing up in here with water. And also that's going to keep the fish out, because we lost about 15 to 20 fish because they went through, there was no netting, they went through the PVC down into the filter and got stuck and then died. So that's also one of the reasons that the sand and gravel filter just did not cut it. It got plugged. I think later on it's something we still are going to try again, but I don't think it's going to be something we try right off the bat. For now, I'm actually going to clean this out, reset this, put the old piece of PVC back on to where the water has to flow back up, and just throw some standard aquatic pads in there to start filtering out and being a biofilter and everything for us. But that pretty much wraps it up for today. We do still have the brooder, we do still have the garden going. It's pretty much, nothing's really changed. Every 3 weeks we're on a rotation with our chickens, so it takes about 21 to 24 days for us to reset the incubator. 21 days, we wait 3 days, then we reset the incubator. We're averaging about a 75% success rate that way, so we're going to kind of keep it there. And the numbers on that is, so we can put 9 eggs in, 75%. We're averaging about 7 chicks out of each round every 3 weeks. We're going to grow them out to 4.5 weeks, as they are Rhode Island Reds. They'll be about a dressed weight of 3 pounds, give or take, whenever we do butcher them. And so again, we'll times 7 every 3 weeks at 3 pounds. That should be approximately 7 pounds of chicken per week that we'll be able to harvest here. And that's before, oh, Two-Face, you want to say hi? And of course, you know, that is before we have our rabbits or our aquaculture catfish. They are channel catfish, are harvested. So hopefully this year we're actually going to be able to somewhat produce a better amount of meat. We are using more of the eggs when we, because we're finally starting to catch up on all our meal prepping and things. But I do say the alternative feeds that we use, where we get the vegetables from businesses that they're throwing out, you know, meat markets and stuff that are going bad, it really has cut our feed bill in almost half, to where this system has become so manageable that I'm actually able to start again catching up on, you know, just things that we've been wanting to do on the house, fix up, tear out carpet, and deal with our garden over there. We did lose, speaking of the garden, we did lose quite a few plants in the freeze that we had in the greenhouse, and you know, in the actual field portion of it. Really, the only thing that lived is what we covered. We do still have onions and stuff that are growing. I'll go ahead and show that to you guys. Our sugar cane is growing nicely. The trees are doing great. Our tomatoes and stuff, they're just pretty much lacking. You can kind of see it's a little barren where we didn't cover it. But the areas that we did cover, you know, like we got all the onions around here with the greenhouse heat that was being put off, and all this got covered, you know. So it's doing pretty good. And you know, all this got covered, and some of our pineapples back there lived. I don't know if the chili pekin lived. We're gonna find out later on. I will go ahead and show you guys our sugar cane. Yeah, back there, that tall stuff back there, it looks kind of like corn or grass. So that's actually just some of our sugar cane growing out. We have more of it, and of course we have our dragon fruits and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and show you guys our small indoor brooder that we have. And outside of that, I think that's pretty much it. So this is our brooder. As you can kind of see, we ended up with a lot of white for these Rhode Island Reds to have. They're starting to get their, hardening feathers on. They're doing pretty good. This last batch we had, you can see we got some Easter eggers. I'm not really sure what these are gonna look like. We're pretty excited, like I said, because at first they had a lot of yellow, but now they're just getting to the point that they have a lot of white. So I'm wondering if we discovered an albino genetic, or if it's something that they're going to grow out of, which of course, as always, we'll keep you guys up to date. But so that's pretty much it. As always, peace, be kind out there, and don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment. We'll see you guys on the next video.